Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I'm Officer Chris Dickey with the Commerce City Police Department. We are here this morning reference the homicide that we had this last weekend, Sunday, March 27th at approximately 9:27 p.m. Officers were dispatched to the area of the 6500 block of Holly Street on a report of shots being fired. When they arrived, they found a male victim laying on the ground. That male was identified as 18-year-old Dijoun Quinn. Dijoun Quinn was a resident of Commerce City. I have his family here with me today who will introduce themselves.
I'm Dijoun's grandfather. My name is Dijoun Quinn.
And I'm his grandmother, Sandra Campbell.
And I'm his mother, Kiana Miller.
Currently, what we have on this investigation, we know that Dijoun Quinn was walking in the area of 65th and Holly. He was heading to a convenience store when he was contacted by a suspect or suspects. We're still working on that. He was shot multiple times and he died from his injuries after he was transported to the hospital. Dijoun was not engaged in any criminal activity that we are aware of. We are not aware of any gang affiliation. I know that issue has, or that question has come up, but we do believe that he was walking in the area when he was shot and killed. At this time, there was also reports of a red pickup truck that was being reported as a possible suspect vehicle. We have contacted the occupants of that vehicle and we do not believe them to be a suspect or even a vehicle of interest at this time. They were simply passing by. I'm going to let Leander here talk about Dijoun.
Good morning.
Do you mind moving the mics over? Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dijoun's grandfather. Dijoun was a very, very special person to me. When Dijoun came into this world, he was fighting for his life then. He was fairly a sickly child. And we didn't really think he was going to make it. But he was a fighter and he fought hard. As time went on, I ended up with Dijoun. He lived with me. Oh, I guess I've had Dijoun since he was pretty much 3 months old. And we were fairly close. I mean, as he grew up, I kept him busy. So he wouldn't get himself in trouble. We did school classes. After school classes, he had activity. He played sports. He loved his sports. Oh, basketball, football, baseball. He was just a vibrant individual. And as life went on, our relationship even got closer. He had his troubles in high school at times, and we worked it out. Whether it was a tutor or whatever. I mean, even if I had to sit down with his books, we managed to make it. He graduated last school semester, and he came to me and he told me that he wanted to join the service. He wanted to fight for and defend his country in that manner. I thought that would be a good idea. Because if he chose to go to college after that, he was still a young man. We still had the time to do this. I know all of his friends pretty much. Not every one of them, but the ones that came around him every day. And I would say they were all pretty well good kids. I mean, I've never had police come to my door or nothing looking for Dijoun or telling me Dijoun was caught doing this or somebody said that. I've never had that. We kind of spent a lot of time together. You know, he wouldn't let me go many places by myself. He always thought he had to protect me. And And he did. He loved his pawpaw. And we got along fairly well. I bought him a car. He didn't take very good care of the car, so we don't have the car anymore. And it's kind of a blessing because he didn't know where to park the car. We went through normal family issues. I mean, he was a normal teenager. But believe me, when he had problems, I was the one he looked forward to because I was the one he trusted. I was the one he looked to protect him, and I was the one there. For someone to do that, baby, like they did, is very, very hard for me to understand. Because we as people should never do one another like that. He wasn't gone from the house very long, so I know he didn't do anything to anybody. I know he didn't. He had a bad habit. He started to smoke, and I didn't want this, so I fought him on the issue. If you're going to smoke, you got to pay your own way. And he was doing pretty well at that. He had him a little old job. It wasn't much, but he felt so proud to go to work every day. So I supported him. And we did what we had to do. He never stayed out late. One time, he stayed out all night. And I sat there and I waited on that young man. And we talked about it, not to do that anymore. We've touched bases on a lot of issues, him and I, and we came through each and every one. I need help on coming through this one. If anyone out there knows anything, heard anything, was in the neighborhood at that time, you might not think you know anything. You might not have thought you've seen anything. But if you suspect or can help this case in any way, this family really needs your help. Because I have lost a very special person in our lives. And he touched a lot of lives. Because since this tragic situation has come about, not only my block, but the whole community of Commerce City has showed this family a tremendous amount of love. And I am so grateful that words can never explain exactly how I feel. And I do mean this from the bottom of my heart, because this has traveled a long ways. I've gotten calls from places I really didn't think people cared. And it means so much to me, because Dijoun touched a lot of lives. He was so special to the family. And he showed that special part of him everywhere he went. So many people have showed me love and have said the same thing about Dijoun. How mannerful he was, how vibrant he was, and how happy he was. He was making the right choices in life. He finished high school. That was for me. That was to please his pawpaw, because he called me pawpaw. Well, all of them call me pawpaw. I'm everybody's pawpaw. He made the decision to go to the service. I thought that was cool. I thought that was great. I thought that was fantastic, that he could make these decisions on his own and feel so strongly about it. Somebody came and did all of that for him. He doesn't get to make good decisions anymore. That will be his last decision, and he was only a few weeks from going away. I don't understand why this had to happen. What could he have done so bad to someone that they had to do this child like they did? Someone, please help this family with some kind of closure, with some kind of understanding. Because it was all I had. And I will never get him back ever again. And I miss him so much. I need your help. Please help this family. Please.